My name's Evan Ritchey and I'm the founder of Coconut Cleaning Co. And I want to give you an inside peek to how just 8 years ago it was me in a single van to now becoming a multi-million-dollar operation. But before I share with you how Coconut Cleaning got started, I want to share with you what it's become. Not everyone can say their vehicle makes them $500,000 a year, but at Coconut Cleaning, that's exactly what our vehicles do. So where I want to start with the vehicle is the machine. So it's a new vehicle, 8-year-old machine. That is one of the most important things that we stress here at Coconut, is we do not go cheap when it comes to the equipment that takes care of the customer's home. So this is a Sapphire machine. This thing is 8 years old and it's $50,000. There's a lot of little rinky-dink machines out there that people can buy, and that's fine, but we choose to invest in the more expensive ones because they get you better results in the home and they last longer throughout the year. So the first area I generally start when talking about our Coconut van is the machine. And then you can take a glimpse into here. One of the more important things that we stress as it pertains to the results of Coconut is dry time. So the #1 complaint in the industry is dry time. So I remember as a kid that anytime the carpet cleaner came over, my parents would literally get a hotel and we'd leave for a day just so the carpets could dry. At Coconut, whether it's for franchising or for our customers here or any location, we have 2 fans in every vehicle so that you can get about 2 to 3 hour dry time. 2 to 3 hours, that's it. So you can resume your life right after we're done cleaning. And then one of the more important areas that we finish with is a lot of carpet cleaners choose to use Arizona hard water, which can leave your carpet stiff and crunchy. We don't want that. And so here at the office, we have a 3,000 gallon RO tank where the water is constantly being purified. And then it goes on to this 120 gallon freshwater tank so our technicians can use the best of the best in the home and not rely on the hard water here in Arizona. The most requested service is carpet cleaning, and it's kind of boring, but that is what it is. And so 2 things I've learned about carpet and how disgusting it is that in a period of 5 years, carpet on average will more than 8 times in its own weight. And every square inch of carpet on average has 200,000 bacteria, and it's 400 times dirtier than a public toilet seat. So as boring as carpet cleaning is, it's extremely needed in the home to make the home cleaner, happier, and healthier. Okay, now here is the office tour. So we're in Chandler, Arizona, and when people come here to either start working here in Phoenix or franchise with us, this is the headquarters. So first, when you walk in, we got our 2 executive offices right here. My office first. This is where all the thinking, the training, the plotting goes down, the hard conversations, all right here. To my right, Cole runs Phoenix. He makes Phoenix go. And so right next to me, this is where he operates, and that's where the Phoenix manager team meets to have their conversations. On this side of the building, first I want to show something that's really important to me. I really believe in look good, smell good, play good. And so we have a bunch of guys on the team, and so we have some cologne bottles to make sure that they're smelling good, but at the end of the day, they come back, drop off the cash checks, as well as their vehicle key. And then we have some more offices over here. We have our salespeople, our executives. I like close proximity. And then right here, so I'm gonna open the door. I know they're doing a training. This is where most everything goes down. This is the conference room. This is where we hold our trainings. This is where we do our monthlies, our big manager meetings. Everything happens right in here. They're doing a training right now, but like I said, here's the stage. This is where we do everything. And then let me show you our product room real quick. So this is where we're fixing all the equipment. This room, I've always tried to keep organized. It's just so difficult, but this is where our fleet manager, our technician manager, and all the technicians come to get their products, to get their tools fixed. And something really important to show is that RO machine. That's where all the fresh water is that we load up onto the bins. And then I'll take you to the other side. So what's cool about this building is that we got the tenant improvements. So when we got the building, it was just 4 walls, and we've put up all the drywall, the paint, everything. And as we grow, it evolves into more and more. Over here, we have our marketing team. I'm gonna take you around to the more open door, just the front lobby. People can come and have their lunch here. And then this is where the sales and the customer service goes down. So if you call Coconut, it's coming to a phone right here. And this is where all of our people are taking those calls and managing our Coconut Club members. And then this is where our marketing team does all their creative stuff. Got our CMO, our creative director, our guy that does ads and SEO, and our guy that does all the videography, all really close. I really believe in the marketing team needing to be close to the sales team, so the communication between the promos and what people are saying on the phones is all like really turnkey and fast. And then the last room is right back here. Have some manager offices over here, a lot of privacy with no ceilings. And then the little on air is because this last one, we've recently turned it into our media room. So this is where Cameron and I are doing our Premium Mindset podcast. This is where we have our little meetups. But what I wanted to do with this room is that social media is so big, and I wanted our people, our managers and our employees to have places to go to film content. We have the whiteboard wall to brainstorm. And then this is where we do our podcasts. We have a little whiteboard TV. And then we also have additional space to just talk about the plans for social media, role plays, all that. It's a controlled area for those conversations. So when people know, hey, when we're here, we're talking about what we're doing and getting more people's attention and growing Coconut. What I've been super grateful for is in the first 2 years, I did not have a private closed off area. So with our building, we have 2 gates on each side that block off the entire back. And that's where our 25 vehicles park every night, and they come back, they get cleaned and detailed back there. But that was the office tour. This is the Coconut headquarters, and I appreciate you taking a look. So the reason I started Coconut Cleaning is I worked for a pest control company, and the big thing for them was like selling subscriptions. And a guy at my church owned a franchise cleaning service for carpet cleaning. I did that with him for a year. They did not want to add subscriptions to their company. And so I talked to my friends Cameron and Dusty, who had Green Mango Pest Control and a few others, and we started Coconut Cleaning together. But the whole model was gonna be going after an industry that refuses to adapt and to make a subscription for carpet and tile cleaning. As of 2026, this year, Coconut Phoenix, the founding location, we're going for $9 million here. As a franchisor, there's a KPI called average unit volume. And what that is, very simply, is the total amount of revenue that you do across the nation divided by the volume of franchises that you have. So prior to selling the most new ones that we had, the biggest thing that I was just so proud of is that we have an average unit volume of $1.5 million for our franchises. We just sold 5 on top of the 5 that we had. And so now our average unit volume went down to like 750,000, but those guys haven't even been operating a few months. So I decided to franchise because I had some teammates here that were working for me, and they were all gonna go to their own respective professions, be an attorney, doctor, and they ended up just kind of falling in love with the culture, the brand, what we had going on here. And I knew I didn't want to compete with them if they were to go start another location here in Arizona. And so I went down to an attorney's office that did franchising because I Googled that was one of the best solutions to expand without outputting a lot of the capital that honestly just didn't exist at the time. And 6 months later, we became a franchisor, had an FDD, which is the franchise disclosure document. And those 4 that I didn't want to compete with ultimately bought their own locations and went out to their respective states. Brand is everything, and the reason I'd say brand is everything is, in my opinion, brand is the reputation that you have, and it's the intentional focus of internal action to create this idea of what we are and who we are and what we do. And so to me, if the brand is something where people trust and they can call us for all of their cleaning needs, that to me is the outward result of a lot of tens of thousands of pieces of action between hundreds of different people throughout the year to create that. So if your brand is something that people trust, that generally is because you've shown up consistently and followed through. And if it's not something that people trust, then you need to go back and you need to fix it. So brand to me is everything. So we currently have 23 vans on the road in Arizona. I used to want 50, and I used to want to be the biggest, baddest company here. And then I found out something about profit. What I've learned to do in 8 years is to maximize our production. And so we've had a lot more vans than that, and we've gone all the way down to just 23. And we know systematically how to grow an add-a van. And so we have 20 residential, 2 air ducts, and 1 commercial van. So the Coconut Club is our bread and butter, meaning as a company, when you talk to somebody and they say, hey, what sets you apart? I always say the Coconut Club. Very simply, after 8 years, we've perfected and will continue to perfect this subscription that allows our customers to see us more often, to get more done in the home at half the rate. And one of the things that they're falling in love with is a spot and spill protection. So how when you get a pair of new shoes and you don't want to crease them, our customers feel the same way about carpet, tile, area rug cleaning, and couch cleaning. We always get the phone call a week later and they're just super upset, asking if there's anything that we could do about their kids spilling something on their freshly cleaned couch. And we're happy to say that as of 2026, all members on our Coconut Club get free spot and spill protection, where if anything happens in between your seasonal or quarterly cleanings, we come out absolutely free. Thank you for sticking around to look at our operations. If you're interested in franchising with us or want to be a part of the team in any capacity, click the link below. There's going to be plenty more content to come.